Rest in peace, Bitcoin. It's over. It's going to zero. Everybody out there got fooled. It was a major pump and dump. Looking here at the chart, clearly this was a major pump and dump. You can see how it went from $100 to $1,150 and then crashed back down. Hold on, I got the wrong chart pulled up. This is from 2013. So in 2013, this already happened. The pump and dump of the century already happened. Bitcoin already went to zero. Today, I'm talking about Bitcoin, why I'm still bullish, why I'm buying Bitcoin, Litecoin, DigiBuy, and all my favorite cryptocurrencies in this video. Let's do it. Let's go. What's going on, crypto fanatics? How is it going? I know it's been rough. I know it's been hard, but let's just look back at history here. If you look back at 2013, the price of Bitcoin was around $100, right? It's around $100 back there in October of 2013. Looking here at this chart, 2013, Bitcoin went from $100 to $1,100 and then crashed back down. The low was $180. So still, you know, going from $100 to $180 a year later isn't terrible. Obviously, there was a big major move at one point that went from $100 to $1,000. And if you zoom out on the chart here, it's looking pretty similar, isn't it? It's looking pretty similar. And you can see this move. Bitcoin last year going from $800 up there to $20,000. And everybody out there is going to tell you that Bitcoin's going to zero, that this is a total pump and dump. They're all talking about how Bitcoin isn't going to work. Well, the problem here is what is actually working. Fiat currency isn't working. The actual governments can't stabilize their own currencies. You have Venezuela, you have Turkey, you have other countries defaulting on their debt. You have all these problems. The stock market is telling everybody that everything is great. It's been the biggest bull run ever. Everything looks great, other than the fact that America has $21 trillion in debt and it's rising every single day. There's no way we're ever going to pay that off, but Bitcoin isn't going to work, right? The world doesn't see value in an item that cannot be just printed. Basically, every argument against Bitcoin is that Bitcoin isn't going to work because, oh yeah, wait, nothing else is working either. So maybe Bitcoin could work here. Maybe a transparent blockchain ledger could be the answer to stopping inflation, to stopping countries from just printing more and more money. And those are some of the reasons that I'm bullish Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies in general, is because there's nothing else to really be bullish about. Obviously, I have some US dollars, but at the end of the day, I'm buying Bitcoin, I'm buying Litecoin, I'm buying DigiBuy, buying every big dip. We get a big crash, I'm buying it. I made a video talking about before how I was going to be buying Litecoin if it got down there to the $50 area. Well, guess what? Litecoin got down there to the $50 area. So I've been loading the boat, but I'm definitely looking to add more and more position in the cryptocurrency space. Proof of work blockchains, projects that have been around for a while. You know, obviously we had this big massive move and now we're pulling back, but right now we're starting to consolidate and we're trying to find some support there at the $6,000 area. Right now that $6,000 area is that key area that we're definitely keeping an eye on. Some people are saying we might get down to the $3,000 area before we really get to that point until we can find a bottom. People are saying $3,000 is the bottom. I think at the end of the day, no one really knows where the bottom's going to be. But for me, I'm just hedging myself. I'm buying gold, I'm buying silver, I'm buying Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, DigiBuy, all of that. I'm buying all that as well as making, you know, US dollars, making money. At this point, buying cryptocurrencies after we've had this big major run, that big pullback, it just makes sense for me to buy the dip looking for the next major rip. And personally, I believe that in the next 2 years, we're going to get a move that's going to be bigger than ever before. $20,000 is going to seem cheap by the time Bitcoin gets to the next level. We've seen this happen before. We've seen this pattern multiple times. Look at 2014. It goes from $100 to $1,000, pulls back down. We get this big major move. So who's to say we're not going to make a very similar move again, kind of holding that $6,000 area? You can see here was 142. We kind of pulled down there 142 multiple times through 2015, 2016, and then finally 2017, making a major move there. The upside at this point is much larger than the downside in terms of missing out on this action. The last thing I want to do is go and FOMO into the next Bitcoin run when I'm like, oh, why did I not buy Bitcoin when it was $7,000? Oh, now I'm buying it at $30,000. So that's definitely not what I want to be doing. So my game plan, like I've said multiple times, is just to be looking for buying opportunities. I want to be buying the dips. Big red days are my friends. The bigger the red day, the better. I want to buy on a discount. I want to buy Bitcoin, DigiBuy, Litecoin. That's what I'm buying right now. I'm keeping an eye out. Overall, I'm bullish on Bitcoin long term. I think the best advice I can really give anybody is buy cryptocurrency with money that you can afford to lose. So instead of going out and buying some new sneakers or going out and buying the new Gucci belt or wallet, maybe just buy the knockoff wallet and then end up buying a little bit of Litecoin or Digibyte. Just let it go, let it ride for a while. Who knows what's going to happen in the next 2 years? But long term, I'm bullish on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies into the future. I think the $20,000 mark that we experience all-time high for Bitcoin is going to be on the low side. I think really the next move, the low side of that move is going to be about $60,000. If you look at the chart, you look at the patterns, $60,000 seems insane. Right now, it's like, yeah, Patrick, you're insane for thinking that Bitcoin could go to $60,000. But hey, I'm being optimistic. I'm looking at the trade. I'm looking at the opportunity, and I'm taking it. That's all it really comes down to. Being a day trader, being an investor, you're always looking for opportunities. And I see a lot of opportunity here with Bitcoin, with Litecoin, Digibyte. I see a lot of opportunities when it comes down to it. Cryptocurrency, just invest the money that you don't care about. If you lose it, you lose it. You're not worried. The last thing you want to do is buy Bitcoin today. It dips down to $3,000. And then at the end of the year, it's at $30,000. So maybe skip out on going to Outback this weekend and buy a little bit of Digibyte. I don't know. Maybe a good idea for you guys. And that's my plan long term. We'll see what happens. Give me 2 or 3 years. Give me 2 or 3 years. If I'm still here on YouTube, we'll talk about it then. And maybe I was totally wrong, or maybe I was totally right. We'll see. It's a 50-50 chance at this point. Bitcoin, is it going to the moon? Is it going to zero? We'll find out. I'll see you in 2 years. 2 years.